Okay, so this video is for the cymbal players for Kick Rocks. Um, if you're in class with me, then you know that my voice was kind of gone, and it is still kind of gone, so I apologize for that. And also because this camera is just not wanting to focus all that well on the music. So if you can see that there's some words written in here, I'm just going to ignore those for right now, and then we can talk about those when we get into school. But I am not going to ignore the 1 and the 2. So we have a lot of eighth notes and we have quarter notes, and that's really the only rhythms that we have here. Eighth notes, quarter notes, and then along with their rests, the eighth rests and the quarter rests. So I'm just going to count in the beats and then tell you which notes to play and which notes not to play. And then I'm going to cross out the notes that I don't want you to play. So if it has a 1 above it, that means it's the first cymbal part. And of course I want you to play that. So we don't come in on beat 1 or 2. So they're in rest 1, 2. And then you come in on beat 3. And then we also don't come in on 4, 1, or 2. And then it says that cymbal part 2 here plays. Well, there's no cymbal part 2. There's only one cymbal player. So you can go ahead and play this. 3. So that one is okay to play. Go ahead and play that one. You don't play on beat 4 or beat 1. Well, like I said, we're going to ignore this right now, and then we'll talk more about those later. You play on beat 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here we're going into a syncopated pattern of the eighth notes, like how the snare drums play. So if you're not with the snare drums here, something is off. I'm going to rest on the downbeat of every beat in this measure and only play on the ands. And. So I'm only playing on the ands. And the person who is playing the cymbals here knows theory, so this should be pretty self-explanatory. So far I have 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And that's where we come in here. And we're going to have a bunch of running eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So that's the first 8 measures. So far, so good. You're going to play everything. Now here's the part where you're not going to play everything. And this is the part where the camera's a little bit blurry. There's 1 over these 2 eighth notes, this pair of eighth notes, and then 2 over these pair of eighth notes. You're not going to play the 2. Here's another group of 2. You're not going to play the 2. Here's another 2. You're not going to play the 2. And here's another group of 2. You're not going to play that 2. Now, if you were the second cymbal player, it would be reversed. You wouldn't play the 1. But you're the only cymbal player, so you're going to play on the downbeat. So I'm going to take all of those 2s and I'm going to cross them out. But I'm not going to really cross it out because I want to still see where all the other notes are in the measure. So I'm just going to vaguely cross it out so I can still kind of see the setup of the measure. So I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And this is the repeat sign, so you're going to go all the way back to measure 9 here with this repeat. Goes back to right here. Okay, so we're playing on beats 1 and 3 here. Those are our strong beats. And that is how we're going to play the cymbal part here. And I will talk to you more about those in school this week. Okie dokie.